Hello, hello. Welcome to another lesson in A Course in Miracles. We are on to lesson 312 today. Today's lesson states, I see all things as I would have them be. Perception follows judgment. Having judged, we therefore see what we would look upon. For sight can merely serve to offer us what we would have. It is impossible to overlook what we would see. It is impossible to overlook what we would see and to fail to see what we have chosen to behold. How surely, therefore, must the real world come to greet the holy sight of anyone who takes the Holy Spirit's purpose as his goal for seeing. And he cannot fail to look upon what Christ would have him see and share Christ's love for what he looks upon. And the prayer today is, I have no purpose for today except to look upon a liberated world set free from all the judgments I have made. Father, this is your will for me today, and therefore it must be my goal as well. And that is the end of lesson 312. I see all things as I would have them be. We cannot fail to see what we would have. We cannot overlook what our beliefs are. And so I think about the pictures where there are two pictures in one picture. When you choose which you would see, the old woman or the young woman, the couple or I believe it's chalices, when you choose what you would look upon, when you decide what the picture is, it can be very difficult to kind of switch back and forth between the images. And I actually have a picture in my office that is a landscape, and the reflection of landscape makes it look like an image of a face. And I have a hard time seeing a landscape anymore because of that shifted perception. And so it is impossible for me to overlook the fact that I saw that one time. My picture will never be the same. So if we choose to see the real world, if we allow the Holy Spirit to set his purpose within our vision, we cannot fail to see the world as it truly is. We cannot fail to see the love and the light that is always available to us in this world, rather than the victimization and the pain and the suffering and the sorrow. Choose today to align your vision, to align your sight with the Holy Spirit. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. This is something that is very hard for many of you to swallow. The world is as you want it to be, and you have decided what you are going to see. There are beings on this planet who do not see war, do not see starvation, and have experience of extreme peace, abundance, and joy. That is because they have mastered their minds. They have clarified their beliefs and ideas, and they have decided, moment by moment, what they will see and what they will not judge. You have an opinion about everything, and what we want you to do today is step back from sharing your opinion about everything. If you are having a conversation with somebody today, only share your direct experiences about whatever you are discussing, not something you have read in a book, heard on the radio, or saw in a movie. Speak about your personal experience of that subject. Then you are more accurately representing what you are going through. Your experience of being a parent is uniquely yours based on all your beliefs, ideas, and past teachings. Other beings who are parenting will have experiences and points of view completely different from yours. But if you share your unique experiences, you may shine a light on an opportunity for learning that others have no access to because of their beliefs and ideas. The opposite is also true, of course. Perhaps they will share experiences based on their personal happenings that give you an opportunity to see things in a different way. But it is not about imposing your opinion on others. It is about sharing your experience, and at the same time acknowledging that somebody can have a completely different experience of that same subject. What this opens up is a dialogue and communication. So before you speak, ask yourself, have I actually had any experience of this? Even though I have, others may have experienced it differently. So I will present my case or my sharing with that intention, to hear others' experiences so that we can grow and expand. We are all here to commune. We are all here to communicate. We are all here to offer inspiration for you. If you can do that for your fellow brothers and sisters instead of shutting them down, arguing with them, or dismissing their experience, you might find that a lot of education, compassion, and community building will take place. I'm that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you again tomorrow. What a powerful lesson. I love the idea of sharing only your experience. My mind goes to everything that we see and hear on the news. We are so embroiled in the dirty laundry of the world. We want to know every tragedy, every moment of pain and suffering. We want to know who has been disrespected, who has been um, bullied. We want to know who has been hurt because we want to jump into their ring and fight for their cause. But we forget that by jumping into their cause, oftentimes we are simply bolstering the battle. We are creating a battle. Think Hatfields and McCoys. There was a misunderstanding that happened, and because the family jumped on board that it was a fight, they created this resistance that does not really even have a cause anymore. And yet there is this tension, this resistance, this pain, this suffering, this battle. It is what we do in this world by listening to the news all day, every day. If we had pulled our energy away from the news when COVID started, I believe that it would have dissipated or it would have played out in a very, very different way. I encourage you today to pull out all of the information that you have heard second, third, fourth, 12th hand, which is kind of what the news is, and decide what your own experiences are. Sometimes we live in our own little sheltered world, but if everybody lived in their own little sheltered world and loved what they were doing, there would be much more love in this world. There would be much less resistance in the world. There would be much less war in the world because country upon country would not be fighting back and forth with one another. They would be paying attention to what was happening in their own backyard. They would be taking care of the needs of themselves. And then they would be able, because all of their needs were met, they would love to share and expand and extend that sharing, that love, and that caring. And then when we reached out to other countries and other places, there would only be love. This is a hard lesson because we are really very focused. We are brought up to focus on the negative. But I tell you, we can create a different experience in our lives. We get to choose how we experience every moment of every day, opportunity or opposition. I choose opportunity. I hope that you can do the same as well. Remember that the world that you see is not the world as it is. It's the world as you are. And you can see all things, you will see all things the way you want them to be. Have a wonderful, spectacular, marvelous, and miraculous day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.